My name is Stephanie, and I just wanted to send out some feed on this new drug abstract of Garcinia Cambogia. And I saw Dr. Oz's episode about a month ago, and since I seen it, been trying to do some research on it. It's actually a very hard product to get any actual good documentation on. There's websites out there that have posting, paperback like websites that, could have just came up overnight. And I was a little leery about it. And I was just wanting to know, like, where should I get it? What's the website? What's the brands? And Dr. Oz doesn't mention any brands or anything because he doesn't want to be affiliated with any of them. So trying to find out information was quite hard as far as researching a good one to get to make sure that you didn't get scammed. So I know I watched it about a month ago. Been doing some research, some very hard, troubling research. Actually, not finding too many documentations or trial errors and whatnot. So. And a lot of people that are on the websites that are commenting that they have used their one-liners and then they don't reply as to keep updated with their information. So I was just wanting to do a little bit of feedback on my own. Dr. Oz said that you could get it at a health store. So a week ago, I went to my local health store and I bought a bottle. Although it was only $14.99 a bottle, it had 60 capsules in it, and this was the brand. Sorry about that. And it only has 60 capsules, but it was $14.99. But in this one, the abstract is only 250 milligrams. So when I got the bottle, I didn't measure myself and I didn't weigh myself. I was just, I guess, too stupid and too excited, gotta try this drug. So trying to hope for the miracle. And I started the first two days I took only 2 pills. And I did take it on an empty stomach, and I did wait an hour before I ate. The reason why I did it only in the beginning is because I wasn't sure, like, if it had side effects, how it was going to react to me, how my body was going to take to it. So I just did 2 pills in the morning before I ate on an empty stomach. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field or anything like that. So, but what I can say from my own personal experience was I did notice that I had more energy at work. I walk up and down stairs 3 flights every day. So usually when the time I get to the 3rd step, I have to take a break and kind of like catch my breath. It's exhausting. So I did notice that I wasn't having that experience. So that was a good thing. I had went all day without wanting to have, because I drive from different locations. So a lot of times if I had to stop at the gas station to grab, I'd grab like a pop or like a New York peppermint patty or something, just something quick to munch on to my next location. So I don't necessarily stop and have lunch, but I'll do a snack. And because I really don't have time. When I go to work, I want to get to work, do what I got to do, and come home. So I usually don't stop and take like half an hour lunch like, most people do. But I even noticed at work, I wasn't having that urge. I did change one thing. I changed, because pop's, bad for you anyway. And that's like the only thing I do. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any other form of drugs other than I take my vitamins and, my sinus pills. So for me, I decided I would cut back on my pop. So I've been drinking more water and tea. And I noticed all day I didn't have the urge to eat. I didn't have the urge to stop and get a pop. I didn't need that caffeine to give me that sugar rush to make it through the day. And then when I came home to eat, I did notice that I was halfway through my food and I was already feeling full. Pretty much trying to force myself to finish the meal. And then I was thinking, that's pretty stupid. Why am I forcing myself to finish just because the food's sitting in front of me when I'm feeling full? So the next 3 days, I made it a point to myself that if I felt full, that I'd push the plate away. I'm done. Even though I have more on my plate, I didn't want to feel the gratification of seeing my plate empty. I went with the gratification of my stomach was full. And I was bad. I didn't weigh myself before I started the pills, and I did not measure myself like inches for like my chest, arms, waist, hips, legs. I didn't do any of that. But I only did that because it was a close local store, $14, so I took a chance on it. But I have noticed a little bit of an improvement. Like, I'm sleeping better. I usually only sleep, if I get 2 hours straight, uninterrupted sleep, that's good for me. I'm usually tossing and turning, like 45 minutes I'm tossing and turning, and lately, all last week I've been getting at least 4 to 6 hours of sleep, so that's a huge increase for me. And I've noticed the energy at work, so that's a good thing too. But like I said, I went to the health store and I bought these. Now these are only 250 milligram of the Garcinia Cambogia extract, and I was taking 2 tablets in the morning for the first 2 days. Then the last 3 days I took 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night. So I was maxing 1,000, 1,000 milligrams a day, and I was seeing an increase already. Now, with all the instructions that I went through and all the websites I tried to go on and all the Googling I did on the internet and the websites, Dr. Oz gave you a checklist of what to look for so to make sure you wouldn't get scammed. And I wrote down the little checklist. So when I was going through to actually purchase the pills I was going to purchase, I wasn't going to do them just by fly-by-night. So I did end up actually purchasing these. We'll get to that. First thing on the Dr. Oz's, Dr. Chen's checklist is to make sure that the Garcinia Cambogia extract or the GCE is actually on the bottle. Now, I bought these on Amazon, and the reason why I went with these is because we all know Amazon's been around forever, and it wasn't just a website that anybody could have just been at home, click, paste, post, copy, and put some info in, and got a line, a P.O. box, and tried to sell in any kind of pills in a bottle. So, I mean, Amazon's been around. They pretty much back up their product and whatnot. So, I mean, this, to me, was more safer route than some of the other websites on. And all the other websites they make sure they meet all the criteria, so to speak, for the information. But they plaster Dr. Oz's name, his videos, his clips, his pictures. And in his show, he flat out said, if they link me in any way, they're pretty much a scam, because everybody's going to be jumping on the bandwagon to make money off this new hot craze. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, but then I kind of thought, well, maybe a lot of people want to promote theirs because they want to link to him because he is giving it such feed. But a lot of it was because when they would go through, they'd say they meet the criteria. They say do this. They say that it's all in writing, but none of it did I see on the actual bottles. This was actually one of them. There was only 2. Well, even the second one, I really didn't give. I was still there about, so that's why I went with this one. But on Amazon, when you click into Amazon, the brand is Dynamic Weight Loss Formula, but the bottle is pure Garcinia extract. So when I went on to Amazon and I pulled this up, on the website itself, or on the item page, you can click on the front label and it's got the little cursor on it. When you click over it, it zooms it up so you can see it nice and clear. It shows all 3 sides, so you can read the fine print, the explanations on the bottom, all the ingredients. Actually even has their address on it. They are made in the United States. This is in a vegetarian capsule. It has 90 pills in the bottle, which Dr. Oz said like a 90 capsule bottle should last you 1 month, which is what it should be. 1 pill per meal an hour before on an empty stomach to get a max of 15,000 or 1,500 milligrams a day. So when I logged on this, I liked the fact that it had all the ingredients and whatnot on it, because in his checklist it says check one, to make sure that the Garcinia Cambogia extract is actually labeled on the bottom or on the bottle, or the GCE, and which it does. And then two, that it has 50% of the grind in it from the rind of the fruit. And on here, this one actually says Garcinia Cambogia, in quotations, fruit grind extract is 60% of the HC. So that's right there on the bottle. And that it is mixed with potassium and calcium to give it that extra kick. This has, for the calcium, it has 50 milligrams, and for the potassium, it has 70 milligrams. So that's good right there. And then 4, it has no fillers, binders, or artificial ingredients. So here it also states that it does not have any of those. Now, they could actually put that on there, but I'll be a guinea pig once, so, and it wasn't too bad. Dr. Oz also said you shouldn't pay for shipping, which I didn't. This costed me $24.95. I ordered it on Sunday, and the money came out of my account on Sunday, and then I received an email stating that they did confirm my purchase. A day later, I received my tracking order number, and then I received it yesterday, which was Saturday. So, less than a week's time, I got my bottle in the mail. So now, there was other things on the researches that I was getting that it says that it should be in a vegetarian capsule, which these are. They do come in a vegetarian capsule, made in the United States. Address is right on the bottle. And then it has the 90 capsules, 500 milligrams, which this is the 500 milligrams. So I'm gonna try these, and I was good this time since I got them in on Saturday. I did weigh myself. I took my measurements of my arms, chest, waist, and hips and legs. So, because I know Dr. Oz also said that, and I know this from past experience of trying to lose weight, because I would go to the gym, I would work out, I had a personal instructor and all this, and that the first thing to go is usually the inches versus the weight, because your body is changing from losing fat to toning your muscles. So muscle weighs more than fat. So I understand it. So I made sure I weighed myself and took my inches as well, so that way I could be legit on my measurements. So but I would go to the gym and I'd work out, and I've got 4 kids, so over the last 3 I gained 60 pounds, but only lost 30 when I had the child, so then that was 90 pounds that I am actually overweight. But considering my age, height, and all that stuff, by scale, I'm like 105 pounds overweight, but 90 of that is my baby fat that I had gained from my pregnancies. And even though I work out and I do this and I do that, I'm not losing the weight, I'm maintaining the weight I have, and I'm just not happy with that. I want more, better results, and I'm tired of busting my butt and not getting anywhere. So I would quit. You try an exercise, or you try this new diet, and then it doesn't work, you get frustrated and you're like, forget it, I'm just wasting my time. Those are some of the things that were happening. So I was just getting frustrated. So when I heard this Holy Grail pill, all natural, of course, I'll be the guinea pig once. I'm going to try to start and see if it does work. So considering that when I went on and tried to research, I saw, there was people out there, but they were, in my own personal opinion, skinnier women who were just promoting the drug, not necessarily actually taking the drug. And in my mind, if you are taking the drug and you're so skinny, what are you really benefiting from it? If they say it's for weight loss, if you're already at your weight, what are you trying to lose? So that just didn't make sense to me. And so I just wanted to put that little video out, so that way people who might be like me, trying to do research and not really getting anything from any solid person with any solid documentation that is actually doing it, because a lot of the websites would have people that would comment on something and it'd be one line, but then they wouldn't keep up with their updates. They wouldn't say how it's doing. They just said, oh yeah, I tried it, losing weight, feeling great. Give me more, I want a little bit more information. But none of them would say where they got it, what website, how much it cost. And so those videos are very rare. So I just figured, out of the very few that are out there, I'm going to add just one, just to say, because I've been on that side of trying to figure out and couldn't find anything, so it was a little frustrating for me. I will try to keep up. Next Sunday I will put out another video because I'm going to take these. I started them this morning, took my measurements and all that last night. I started them this morning, so next Sunday I will do another video to upkeep, and I am going to do these. I'm going to do a pill in the morning, pill at lunch, and pill at dinner. Even if I don't do lunch, I'm going to try to make sure I can at least snack on a celery stick or peanut butter cookie or something, just some small portion of food to just keep a regular base, because since I've been, like I said, I take in the health food store this brand, which was this bottle, which is gone. Well, actually, I just put half of these in this one, so I keep some in my purse. That way, while I'm out traveling, I won't screw myself and be like, oh, I got my pills at home. So I got my little bottle to go in my purse, and these will be at home, so I'm all set. But I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm following it legitly how it's supposed to be. You know, lunch or breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that way we can see what the results are. I mean, I know just from taking these from the health store, I feel 100% better. I'm sleeping better. I've got more energy. So if those are only 250 milligrams, I'm only praying that these are the stronger and better, and they are the holy grail, and I actually see some results. So bye for now, and I'll make another video on Sunday. And I'll try to keep up. If anybody logs on and has comments or questions, you can also find me on Facebook, Stephanie Smuts, and I'll be glad to tell you any information I know and help you out as much as I can from what I found out. So have a good one. Bye.